Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS. In today's big news video, we will be discussing about the Animal Welfare Board of India, a body that has been in the news for multiple reasons. Today, this is an opportunity for us to discuss the formation of the Animal Welfare Board of India, the functions that it performs, and what exactly are the objectives of this particular statutory body in the Government of India's architecture. Now, as you know, some days back, the Animal Welfare Board of India floated the idea that 14th of February, that is Valentine's Day, should rather be celebrated as a cow hug day to underline the importance of cow in our daily life and in our society. However, after diverse reactions on this particular issue, the Animal Welfare Board of India withdrew its appeal saying that it is not required. That is why the body has again come in the news. Now, this appeal was first issued on the 6th of February, but it was later removed from the official records of the Animal Welfare Board. This was the text of the appeal. We all know that the cow is the backbone of Indian culture and rural economy, sustains our life, represents cattle wealth and biodiversity. The Vedic traditions are almost on the verge of extinction due to the progress of Western culture over time. In the view of the immense benefits of the cow, hugging the cow will bring emotional richness and hence will increase our individual and collective happiness. That is why they suggested that 14th of February should rather be observed as a cow hugging day. Now, if you look at the history of the Animal Welfare Board of India, it has a rather interesting past. It is a statutory body. When we say statutory body, that means it has been established through an act of the parliament. That act is called the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act of 1960. Now, unlike these kind of bodies where you would expect that the people behind the formation of this body would rather be animal activists or some people who have been working in this field, rather the one person behind the establishment of the Animal Welfare Board of India was Srimati Rukmani Devi Arundale, a very famous humanitarian, and as you can see in this photo, has been involved in multiple arts over her lifetime. This is a statutory body as we discussed, and it works under the Union Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying and has been working since 1962, specifically in the field of prevention of cruelty towards animals of all kinds. Mainly, it frames rules on protecting animals, ensuring that they are treated humanely across the entire country. They also ensure that if any animal torture cases come to light or if any animal harassment cases come to light, they represent the party in that case. They also provide as much help as possible in such cases in the judiciary. Several government organizations, animal rights activists, even the parliamentarians are represented on the board, which has a total of 28 members. Any member on the board serves usually a term of 3 years only. Now, if you look at the website of the Animal Welfare Board of India, you would see a lot of functions listed there as the official functions of the board. Some of them include prevention of any unnecessary pain or suffering on the animal, keeping in force a law of prevention of cruelty to animals under constant study. As you know, the government of India is not the only government that has this kind of an organization. In fact, animal rights have been debated widely all across the world. Most of the countries have this kind of a body or a board to look into the welfare of animals. Then, the board also advises the central government on how to make rules under this act, again, to ensure that their mandate is fulfilled. They have to ensure that their rules do not cause any unnecessary pain or suffering to the animals. Also, they look into the specific issue of transportation of animals from one place to the other. As you know, transportation of animals may be required for various purposes, for breeding purposes, for the purposes of someone buying or selling these animals. In such cases of transportation, also, we have seen the animals not given the kind of treatment that they deserve. So, they also make rules about transportation of animals as well. They advise the government and the local authorities also on what kind of vehicles should be designed so that they do not burden these animals in such a large extent. Apart from that, they also suggest to the government on what should be the adequate design of the slaughter houses, how to maintain such houses so that again it does not cause any physical or mental harassment towards these animals whenever it is unnecessary. They also help by granting financial assistance to such organizations who have been working in this field trying to rescue animals from difficult situations. They also financially help animal shelters, sanctuaries, etc. They even cooperate with other NGOs working in this field that are working to ensure the mandate of the board is fulfilled. They have also been known to give financial assistance to other organizations in the local areas. Their funds usually come in the form of donations, either from the corporates or from individuals, and they do get some funds from the side of the government of India as well. Apart from that, they also try to impart as much education and awareness in the field of animal rights as possible so that people themselves understand that it is our duty to ensure that the protection of animals is ensured. Doesn't really matter if you are making a movie on them, doesn't really matter if you are using them in any way whatsoever, but their safety has to be given utmost priority. As I told you, giving financial assistance has usually been one of their key mandates. A lot of applications are filed to the Animal Welfare Board of India year after year by different NGOs working in this field to get certain grants. The board provides financial assistance under a lot of schemes, including the Cattle Rescue Grant, provision of shelter houses, ambulances for animals in distress, so on and so forth. It depends on the discretion of the board, and the board members that we discussed earlier usually take decision on a case by case basis. This is everything that you needed to know about the Animal Welfare Board of India. Thank you so much for watching the big news. Have a good day ahead.